All right, all right, all right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go.
Here we go. Our first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
A look at the east over downtown Phoenix, Arizona, still glowing in the evening twilight. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and joining us in a bit later from the sidelines. Very first official NBA playing time. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Freak.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. Even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
On the floor for Dallas, Freak in at center. J.J. Barea is out there with Felton. Then there's Chandler Parsons, and it's Powell in at the 4 slot. Left side, Felton. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Freak. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Now with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. And there you have it, folks. The very first NBA bucket from Freak.
And a scrappy one, but he'll take it. It doesn't matter how you get those first points in the NBA. It just matters that you get them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there will be plenty of chances to create spectacular highlights in the years to come for this young man. But right now, he just wants those first points.
Knight. No luck. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Parsons. That's good.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And Chandler Parsons really set off a Texas rivalry last year, drafted by the Rockets in the second round. He received an offer sheet in free agency from the team's rival, the Dallas Mavericks. Eventually chose Dallas, injured in the playoffs, hurt a knee, only played the 1 game. But I think they've got great things ahead for him with the Mavs.
Yeah, Parsons was a restricted free agent, so that meant the Rockets could match if they wanted to, but they declined to match Dallas's offer, which sent Parsons packing just up the road in Texas.
From deep. That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 9. And back in a moment as we'll... Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I could be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
Check.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game.
Both teams making some changes here. A minute 50 left to play here in the half. Brandon Knight is out there with Price. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chandler. And it's Lure in at the 4. That's who's out there for Phoenix. There's the pick. Price, the pass to Lure. Darren Williams grabs the miss.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit.
Oh!
Is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is an elite company.
You know, he's got that it factor, no doubt about it. He causes excitement just by walking in the building.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And Chandler throws it down.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
They get it back. Chandler a screen. Price kicks to Chandler. The second chance effort. Out tonight. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Tucker can't get it to go. Mavericks leading by 20. The shot and game clock separated by 4. It's Williams with the drive. Nobody near Parsons. And it's off from three-point range.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Down low. That's good from Chandler on the assist by Knight. Chandler's got his second bucket of the night.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close.
And now, your Suns.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. And the Suns here with a different look. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Alex Len. P.J. Tucker comes in for Mirza Teletovic. Goodwin's checked in for Warren. And it's Brandon Knight in for Eric Bledsoe. On the court for the Mavericks.
Move the ball.
Freak, he's
Stick
in
it
at
too
center.
much.
Devin Harris is out there with Felton. Then it's David Lee. And it's Powell in at the power forward. Clock at 6. Felton against Knight. Here's Freak. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their team. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
Chase Budinger, he's checked in for Phoenix. Price comes in for Brandon Knight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And at key points in this game, they stayed committed to their brand of basketball. That's why they'll be taking the front end of this 3-game season series against the Suns.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Darren Williams. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
To illustrate just how strong the point guard position is right now, Greg, in the NBA, just take a look at the point guards who did not make the All-Star team a season ago. Wow.
You know, in both conferences, it's almost as if we're in the midst of a point guard renaissance for the NBA. I mean, MVP Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, CP3 out west, John Wall, Kyrie Irving in the East. Boy, I could go on and on with the great players at that position.
Alex Lenz checked in for Tyson Chandler. Big change last year for the Mavs came when they traded for Rajon Rondo. It looked to be the missing piece for him, Clark, but boy, it just never seemed to come together.
You just don't know. Trades are always risky. You don't know how they're going to work out, and I give credit to ownership for talking to the players to see what they thought about the trade before they actually made the deal.
Here's Goodwin. No good off the back of the rim. Harris against Price. There's a good screen. Harris kicks to Freak. Shot is no good. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Darren Williams. He showed the composure and cleverness that only a longtime veteran could possess. A vintage performance from a very savvy player. And how'd you feel about his performance, Shaq?
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a sea.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K